Whether you are visiting Alaska or you're a long-timer and you actually do live here, there are going to be certain activities that you really want to do during the wintertime that's really going to make it a lot funner than it's going to be if you just kind of sit inside and fantasize about what it's going to be when it's much warmer outside and things are greener. My name is Jamin Goecker. I'm a realtor in South Central Alaska with Keller Williams, and my mission is to help you to build an intentional and significant legacy for yourself and your family by coaching you in real estate. And today we're going to be talking about the 8 things that I like to do during the wintertime that really does make the entire winter kind of a good time of year. Before we get started though, do give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I really do mean that. We've got about 6,500 people who have subscribed, and I know we get a lot more views than that. So if you get value from this content, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel because that really does help out with our algorithm. And let's go and jump into today's video. The first thing I'm going to say is these are in no particular order. And if something doesn't make the list, then that's just because I personally have not really done that very much or don't really find it that enjoyable. So the first thing I'm going to have in here, and again, this is in no particular order, hot tub. Definitely hot tubs are awesome in the wintertime when it's like near negative or 0 degrees, which it is now. Then having a hot tub you can go jump into, it's going to make you see the entire winter through a different set of lenses. So that is absolutely awesome. Yes, hot tub time is quality time well spent. The second thing that I really like during the wintertime is to go running. And this is really the time of year where if you're training for some long distance events in Alaska, the people who continue running during the wintertime are definitely going to have an advantage going into the summer just because the specific muscles for running, you get some of the cardio just by doing cross-country skiing and all that. But if you continue running, you're definitely going to have an advantage going into it. So, running is pretty nice. During the winter time for that, there's obviously a lot more layering. It takes me like a good solid 10-15 minutes just to get bundled up and another 10 minutes or so to get all those layers off at the end of the run. Yeah, that's definitely a lot of fun because, you do get to see the northern lights and, get a run when it's like a new moon, full moon, whatever it is. The moon's really bright out like it was this morning. Just running out there, it did not even need a headlamp. It was that bright. So that's really awesome. Let's take a break real quick. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you do know that I focus primarily on the South Central Alaska area. And while that's going to remain the case moving forward, we are actually going to be partnering with our colleagues across the entire state to bring you market updates for what's going on inside the markets of each one of the big market centers here in the state of Alaska, looking at Fairbanks, Kenai, Homer, Kodiak, and Juneau/the Southeast area. So this is going to be a very exciting project called the Trailblazer Project. I've not seen this done in any other state before, where we are bringing you all the market updates for the entire state under the roof of one channel. So this is going to be a lot of fun. So when you guys are seeing market updates coming from people who aren't just me on the channel, you know what's going on there. If you guys are really nice, then we might actually be able to convince some of these folks to actually provide some more content and talk specifically about what it's like living in their market. So when you see these videos pop up, make sure to jump over there, give them plenty of likes, plenty of love, give them lots of comments. And just know that that's fulfilling kind of the mission we still have on the YouTube channel to help you build an intentional and significant legacy for yourself and your family by coaching you in real estate, whether that be in South Central Alaska or anywhere else in Alaska that we have our colleagues in at the moment. So just want to make you aware of that, and let's go and finish today's video. Number 3, I kind of talked about this a little bit with running, but watching the northern lights, especially if you live somewhere where there's not a whole lot of city lights, like the northern part of Wasilla or Palmer or certain parts of Anchorage where there's not a whole lot of city lights going on, it is absolutely spectacular, the shows that you can get right from your back porch every now and then. So northern lights are really awesome for that. You can also go to some locations where you're more guaranteed a better show. I'm not going to say guaranteed, but you're more likely to have a better show, like up near Fairbanks. They've got a bunch of companies up there that will do that for you and help you with that. So that is definitely something I would recommend doing if you haven't done so already. The fourth thing that I like doing during the wintertime is cross-country skiing. And if you're going to ask, yes, I am the classic cross-country skiing, so I'm definitely not going anywhere fast. When I first got the skis, I thought I was going to be able to go so much faster than if I was running or walking. Definitely not the case. You get those cross-country skis so you can go places that you can't really by walking. You're just going to fall through the snow. And the way that I'm going to use them, they're kind of a midway point between the backcountry skis and like the faster skate skis. All good. You just got to know what you're getting into. It's going to be a great workout one way or the other. You'll see some great scenery. Just don't expect that you're going to be going super fast. Now, let's take a break real quick here. For those who've been watching for a bit, you do know that I have a relocation guide for those of you who are considering moving to Alaska. If this is something that would benefit you, do make sure to go to my website down below. Go ahead and register, and in the little comment section, just put relocation guide so I know what to send you. Now, let's go and finish up today's video. Now, the fifth thing I would say here is downhill skiing. Now, it has been a minute since I've done any downhill skiing or snowboarding. Regardless, though, I do have good memories of at least the downhill skiing. That was a lot of fun. Not so much on the snowboarding. I was trying to impress somebody while I was out there, and I don't think she was impressed. I was in a lot of physical and emotional pain that entire day, nonstop falling down. And yeah, wouldn't recommend that to anybody if you're trying to impress somebody on a first date. So I would definitely recommend kind of easing into it. Downhill skiing can be a lot of fun. A lot of people do enjoy it. They've got the lifts over in Alyeska down in Girdwood, and they actually put in a lift over in Hatcher's Pass just a little bit ago in the Matsu Valley. So hopefully you don't have to drive too far if you live in the Matsu or in Anchorage. The sixth thing that I enjoy doing in the wintertime is going winter hiking. You can still do that during the winter up here. You just have to make sure you really do bundle up, and you have to make sure that you have kind of let people know where you're going, make